This time we're taking a look at the Arcanadea SOFFIERA, and this one is an awesome kit. It's just that, like, compared to like the Velretta that I looked at earlier, this one is more of a looker than it is like a, like a fun thing to mess around with, because it has so many things going on in the design that it kind of makes it hard to pose, and which is kind of a shame because it looks so great. Like, it has really good colors, like the purple and the black, like, and just whites. Like, what were those brown parts for? I don't remember. But yeah, there's a lot of black and dark purple in her character design, like for the outfit and like some of the weapons and stuff that she comes with. I really like the color separation, and they did a good job with her legs. Like, they even have a part indented in the middle of the leg so that you can make like the garter belt like strap for her legs and everything, which is kind of cool. And the whites, like, 'cause she has like white hair. It's like a silvery kind of white. Her stance is like light pinkish purple, which is weird. I thought it'd be more like dark, but it also matches like those blade things that come with her that you're supposed to attach. And there's a bunch of other colors, like some more skin parts, some black, and then like that one pink for some of the small details. She comes with like 4 faces, which is great. They all have a variety of expressions, just like Velretta, and then they even separated some of the parts that have more detail, like the skirt flaps and everything. She doesn't have as many hands as Velretta, which is weird, but yeah, I still think it's pretty cool. Like, little details for her, like, outfit and her headdress and everything. She has some different modes that you can make her, like, have, so you can swap out the chest, you can give her, like, a different crown thing. They give you 4 eyes, but no faces, again. I don't know why they're doing this. So she is posable, it's just that, like, again, so much stuff is in there. And it's because of like how much is in this manual. Like, even though it's not like the most difficult kit, I'd say it's pretty daunting, but just because like there's certain details that are kind of hard to understand and that are unique to her. And it's like, wait, I gotta do what now? I'm like, oh man. And then once you put it all together, it's like, oh man, what a relief. Like, I don't have to do this ever again, and I can kind of just mess around and pose it. But like, you have to build the armor, you have to build the outfit, and then you have to like put the weapons together, and she's really pointy. There's so many pointy things on her, but let's take a look at it and see how good she looks. Alright, well now the Arcanadea SOFFIERA is finished. Like, look at how cool this thing looks. The design sticks out so much. She has that giant, like, scythe and everything. She has, like, that kind of, like, emotionless, like, death stare that she's giving you. That's one of the faces. That's my favorite one to use. And the scythe is, like, so detailed. There's, like, so many different, like, parts that it's made out of. Like, white, gold, dark, light purple. Her outfit just... like, it's so unique and different. Like, she has like these cool armored sleeves. She has like a tail and everything. She has like these like kind of symmetrical boots and like the garter belt straps that go up to her legs. You can see her like scorpion like tail. She has like these flaps that are like behind her skirt and everything. Just like these like pointy things behind her. There's so many things going on there. And I put like the swappable chest so you can actually get some really good cleavage. But if you swap it, you can also get like the underboob. And it might be worth getting the underboob. But man, there's so much going on here. And I really love this, the scythe. The scythe is really cool. It does kind of make it hard for her to hold it because it's so oversized and like really like huge. But they do give you like a little clip that you can put on the figure stand base so that you can have her hold it, which is how I typically have her pose. So she's like kind of standing while like holding the scythe like off to the side. So kind of not the most dynamic pose, but I think it's better than just making her like hold it and then it kind of collapses on itself because of the weight or like something kind of gives way. So I'd rather let the stand base do all the work. But in terms of character design, like, man, I love it. It's kind of like almost, there's a little bit of like a gothic lolita sort of thing going on there with like all the frills and like the straps and all this stuff going on. She has like the white silvery hair, she has like the cool horns and like the little headdress thing on her head. The color scheme is great. I love the dark purple with the white and like how the skirt goes from like white and then like purpley like black on the bottom and then like the cool armor and the garter belt and everything. It's super cool. But the problem is that this figure, this kit is super pointy. She has so many pointy and prickly parts. Like that scythe is pointy, the little blades behind her are pointy. Those like flaps that like go behind her are pointy, they have pointy edges. Like, it's kind of hard to pose this thing because it's so pointy, and also because they unfortunately made the skirt like a super hard plastic, which, you know, makes sense because it's a kit, but like they also didn't really design it in a way so that it can get out of the way. So even though she can potentially kick all the way 90 degrees, you're not really going to get that kind of range because they didn't account for that, and they made it kind of annoying to pose her. And of course, you know, her elbow range, her knee range is really good, but, you know, it's still kind of ugly because that's how Arcanadea's knees look. She actually can, I think, cross her arms. I'm gonna have to double check, but I know it's really easy to pose her with the scythe. It's just that you have to be careful with how the scythe is. And I don't like that they make these things so that you can't pop off a part of the weapon so that you can just slide the thing into their hands. So you have to kind of pry open their hands for the grip, which makes it difficult for her to hold it because over time, if you do it enough times, it might loosen the grip and it'll just fall off her hand. So that sucks. But despite the limited posability, you can still make her look really good, and also the tail can pose. And those things behind her, those pink things, they're like blades essentially, so you can kind of just give her like swords, like lightsaber swords or something, but also swap them out with like the scythe. And SOFFIERA also suffers from balancing issues. Like, obviously, like you can see, like she comes with those really cool like bladed things in the tail behind her, but because of all of this extra baggage she has behind her, it just causes her to fall over. Like, it can stand on its own, but you have to do like the Super Saiyan 3 Goku thing where you kind of have to lean it forward so that it doesn't collapse under its own weight, which I think sucks because it's a really awesome kit. But like, if you wanted to have all the stuff on, including the scythe, which does weigh a bit, then it's going to fall over, and that's not that fun. So I have to basically leave her on a stand because, you know, I don't want it to fucking collapse and like knock over all my stuff. So there's so many things you can do with her. It's just that I wish she could pose a bit better, but she's definitely a looker compared to like Velretta. Velretta still looks great, but it's like, man, like just this thing just sticks out when you put it on the shelf. So I highly recommend you get her and Velretta, kind of doing these side to side, but yeah, definitely get her and get Velretta. So yeah, that's it. See ya.